Hello and welcome to Access. My name's Rob Pearson and I'm here to tell you about what's coming to PlayStation Plus in March 2015. Subscribe to PlayStation Plus for brilliant deals, exclusives and best of all, access to a monthly games lineup of top PS3, PS Vita and PS4 titles at no extra cost. Here's a look at what's included in March. First up on PS4 we have Oddworld New and Tasty, the faithful, fleshed out remake of classic PlayStation platformer Abe's Odyssey. This is the story of escaped Madokan Abe and his perilous, puzzly route through a giant meat-packing factory, a factory in which he worked until discovering exactly what the meat was made of. New and Tasty keeps the clever, compelling gameplay of the original while giving Abe a graphical overhaul and a shiny 2.5D perspective, all of which gives you loads of new reasons to visit Oddworld all over again. Also on PS4 is Ubisoft's beautifully drawn and thoughtful First World War tearjerker Valiant Hearts. While the game is technically a 2D side-scroller, what's actually going on here is far more sophisticated, a story that gets right into the useless horror of a war that turned neighbours into deadly enemies, and an eye for detail that reminds us of the endless small-scale losses and traumas often lost behind the headlines of history. And just to make 100% sure there's tears before bedtime, there's an amazing and brave dog too. Moving on to PS3, and first up is magical puzzler Papo Yo, a game about a young boy named Kiko who escapes from an abusive father using the power of his imagination. In gameplay terms, this involves navigating a dusty purveyor Kiko can manipulate with his childlike powers of play. A cardboard box can move an entire building, for instance, all the while placating a literal monster version of Kiko's dad and running away from him if he eats too many frogs. Papo Yo is poignant and magical, and you should definitely play it. Still on PS3, and this time in an actually Victorian city that is London, next we have Sherlock Holmes Crimes and Punishments, a set of disappearances and murders solved through careful examination of murder scenes, the discovery of clues, and, the really exciting bit, use of a deduction board, though all of that is secondary to wearing a cool coat and walking briskly around Paddington pretending to be Holmes, obviously. Moving on to PlayStation Vita, first up for the handheld is stylish, innovative side-scroller Counter Spy, making the most of a Cold War era aesthetic, all clean lines and big shoulders, and 2D stealth that cleverly opens up the very pretty backgrounds of different screens using perspective trickery. Counter Spy is a slick, playable bit of espionage which, thanks to being a cross-buy title, is also available on PS3 and PS4. And leaving the lethally playable until last, also on PS Vita this month, is the ludicrously playable skating wizardry of Ollie Ollie 2, Welcome to Ollywood. With new animations leading to more responsive controls and new tricks, like manuals, opening up longer, harder combos, Ollie Ollie 2 is the sequel that thumb-ruined fans of the first game wanted, and if you missed it first time round, do yourself a favour and give this a go. It's a brilliant, Moorish one more go test of timing and coordination that's perfect for gaming on the go. All of these monthly games will be joining the collection on Wednesday the 4th of March. That means you have until then to download the current games listed on screen and carry on playing them as long as you remain a member. Thanks for watching, enjoy this month's update, and don't forget to subscribe for your monthly PlayStation Plus roundup, all the highlights from the PlayStation Store and the latest news from the world of PlayStation.